Aman, aman, aman. Put.
The U.S. Army carried out strikes on military equipment of unspecified armed groups in eastern Syria. The attack was conducted in self-defense following an assault on the American base in the country, reports the U.S. Central Command. The U.S. military reported that on the night of December 4, forces successfully destroyed several weapon systems near the MSS Euphrates military outpost. According to the statement, 3 multiple rocket launchers mounted on trucks, a T-64 tank, an armored personnel carrier, and mortars were destroyed. The military equipment posed a clear and imminent threat to U.S. and coalition forces, CENTCOM added. The U.S. strikes were a response to fire from the multiple rocket launchers, armored personnel carriers, and mortars directed at the U.S. base. The U.S. military did not specify who fired at American forces in western Syria on December 3. However, it was emphasized that the incident is unrelated to the ongoing offensive by insurgents against forces loyal to President Bashar al-Assad in the Aleppo and Idlib provinces. CENTCOM stressed that the U.S. mission in Syria remains unchanged, as U.S. and coalition forces continue to focus on the final defeat of ISIS. The ongoing support of regional partners and operations in Syria are unrelated to recent events in northwest Syria. CENTCOM forces continue to monitor the situation and remain in constant communication with our other forces in the region as the situation develops, the U.S. military statement said. General Major Pat Ryder, a spokesperson for the U.S. Department of Defense, stated during a briefing that the Pentagon is currently investigating who was responsible for the attack on the U.S. base in Syria. He also noted that pro-Iranian militants have often been behind attacks on U.S. forces in the region. In July, U.S. military forces in northeastern Syria were attacked by a drone. The attack resulted in several U.S. and coalition service members being injured. South Korea's main opposition party on Wednesday urged President Yoon Suk-yeol to resign immediately or face impeachment, hours after Yoon ended short-lived martial law that prompted troops to encircle parliament before lawmakers voted to lift it. Yoon has not publicly responded to the opposition's demand. But his office said senior presidential advisors and secretaries offered to resign collectively, and the president also put off his official Wednesday morning schedule. Despite the political drama and spending about 6 hours under martial law on Tuesday, it was business as usual for many South Koreans on Wednesday. In the capital, tourists and residents walked around, traffic and construction were heard, and other than crowds of police holding shields, it seemed like a normal sunny, cold December morning. On Tuesday night, Yoon abruptly imposed the emergency martial law, vowing to eliminate anti-state forces after he struggled to push forward his agenda in the opposition-dominated parliament. But his martial law was effective for only about 6 hours, as the National Assembly voted to overrule the president. The declaration was formally lifted around 4:30 a.m. during a cabinet meeting. The liberal opposition Democratic Party, which holds a majority in the 300-seat parliament, said Wednesday that its lawmakers decided to call on Yoon to quit immediately or they would take steps to impeach him. President Yoon Suk-yeol's martial law declaration was a clear violation of the constitution. It didn't abide by any requirements to declare it, the Democratic Party said in a statement. His martial law declaration was originally invalid and a grave violation of the constitution. It was a grave act of rebellion and provides perfect grounds for his impeachment. Impeaching him would require support from 2/3 of the parliament, or 200 of its 300 members.
맞이했으면 좋겠습니다. 감사합니다.